Hello, my friends from the Amazon online shopping community. This is Angel Santana. Yeah, you can see my apartment. Getting ready to move out soon, so it's very sparse, as you can see at my my flat screen TV, my mini bar there. And today I'm doing this video on this awesome action figure that I just received today. Marvel Legends series, Marvel's the Blob. Awesome supervillain, enemy of the X-Men, enemy of the Uncanny X-Men. That's the package he came in. This is even the knife that I used to open the package, which I think it probably would have been better to open it just tearing it, because I think it had some kind of seal. Yeah, pull to open, pull to open, save this resealable bag. But I don't think I'll be returning it, because they always do a great job. Almost always, but 99.9% of the time, Marvel Legends does a great job. So I am going to open this right now. Great figure. He comes, he's really big, so he looks like the kind of average normal size for these Marvel Legends series action figures is 6 inches tall. This guy, I liked him because the Blob is he's, in the comic books, in the Marvel Universe, he's a huge guy. So the box said that he was about 7 inches tall, so much bigger than, and wider, as you can see, of course, than most of the, if not all of the Marvel figures, unless you get, it's, like the Hulk or Juggernaut. Comes with an alternate head and 2 hands. So he's got 2 fisted hands and 2 open hands. Saying here, I'm an American, so I grew up with the English American system. I don't know too much about centimeters. Please forgive me for the international audience. 8.34 inches. Oh, so he's bigger than, actually, wow, he's even bigger than 7 inches tall. He's 8 inches tall. He's a little over 8 inches tall. 21.2 centimeters tall. And he was supposed to arrive tomorrow, Sunday, and he arrived today via Amazon, a day early. Today's Saturday, so that's great. I'm very happy about that. Paid a pretty penny for him. He wasn't cheap, but I think he'll be worth it. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and open this guy. I'm sorry for this kind of awkward camera work of mine. I have a tripod, and I bought it, and then I went and I lost it. I didn't buy it on Amazon. I bought it at a store at Walmart. I went and bought this tripod so I can make more professional looking videos, because I like doing these videos. I don't do them often, but I like to do them. I want to do them more often and get better at them. So, yeah, and as you can tell, I'm not going to keep this guy in this box forever. I ordered him so that I could take him out of the box, look at him, pose him, play with him. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so looks like the bottom's the best way to open. There we go. I'll put that down. Safety first. Let's see here. Comes in a big sturdy box because he is much bigger action figure. So he's 8 inches tall, 2 inches taller than the majority of the Marvel figures, action figures, Marvel Legends. Oh, it comes very cool packaging. I got Mystique recently, and she came in packaging like this. So let's get you out of here, Mr. Blob. His real identity is Fred J. Dukes, an original member of Magneto's Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, aka the Brotherhood of Mutants. I'm gonna have to put my phone down so I can take him out. There we go. There we go. Wow, very, very well packaged. On this, like mini box inside of the box. He definitely not going to get damaged. Didn't get damaged so far. And plastic around his whole body. A little thing. I don't know what that's for. I think it's probably just maybe what he's made of. Who knows? Okay, here we go. The Blob. And he is from Texas. Howdy, y'all. I'm Fred J. Dukes, but you can call me the Blob. He is an awesome mutant villain, and he is huge. He is a big fella. Lives up to his name, the Blob. Comes in his classic costume that he usually wears. It's kind of like a since he's he's so fat and big, he's got the stretchy fabric, black, kind of looks like a black workout outfit, and a spandex synthetic stretch material, with gold highlights on the belt, and the shoulders, and the wristbands. There we go. So let's move this packaging out of the way. And the packaging's very cool too. It's got shows him with both of his different heads on, and then on the side it has comic book artwork and what he looks like here. Alrighty. So let's get this packaging out of the way. The Blob. There we go. And here is this little baggie with his accessories that he came with. Wow. I'm loving this guy so far. He so not only does he look great, he's a good material. You can probably hear that. He's gonna last many years. And here comes with this alternate head, an angry face. Rawr. And his two alternate hands. So he already has one hand fisted, as you can see in a fist, and the other hand is open. He's this pair of alternate hands. He comes with the fist and another open hand. Yeah, he can. I have him on my not so good old couch here, but I think if I stand him on the floor, I think he would. This is carpeted floor. Even on the carpeted floor, he can stand. Oh, cool! His head moves around. Yeah, and on the flat hardwood floor, I'm sure he'd stand even better. He's got one foot in front of the other. Let's make his feet more even there. There we go. Great, great. Looking great, Bob. So he obviously has less articulation than most of the Marvel Legends series action figures, because he's just so big, and when in the comic books, this guy isn't able to do the splits and do all those. He isn't that flexible, so it makes sense. Plus, he's just so big. His limbs, his torso is huge, very wide and big, and his arms and legs are a lot thicker. So he obviously does not have the range of motion that most of the Marvel Legends characters have, action figures, which is perfectly fine. Yeah, so I can, but despite being so big and huge, he still has a really great range of motion, a decent range of motion. So he can, slipping out of my hands. He can go, that's my foot there. He can go side to side. He can go up and down. Oh, there goes his head. Where's my head? I lost my head. I'm losing my head. Let's see. So let's, yeah, I meant to do that. Let's just pop his head back on there. And it's, all of the Marvel Legends characters do this, because you can actually put different heads on their bodies. Okay, there, it's back on there. There we go. And so, some background on this character. He's one of my favorite villains of the Marvel Universe, and in particular, the Uncanny X-Men, the X-Men comic books and cartoons. You know, the '90s animated series, and you know, the Fox uh, X-Men movies. You know, came out in the first half of, you know, from the late '90s to the early you know, to the mid 2000s, to 2010. He is played by a live action, like by a real actor in X-Men Origins Wolverine, which contrary to a lot of people that bashed that movie, I thought it was a great film. I thought it was a great movie. Um, so Frederick J. Dukes, aka the Blob, is from Lubbock, Texas. He's been around for a long time. He appeared way back in the '60s, and like I think it's X-Men number 5 or number 10, maybe number 4 or 3. He was one of the first supervillains, you know, evil mutants that X-Men fought. He battled the original team, which was Cyclops, Jean Grey, Marvel Girl, um, Iceman, the Beast, and Angel, when they were the original team, the original X-Men. And then he went on to join Magneto's Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, or Brotherhood of Mutants. And then he later fought all different X-Men from Giant Size X-Men #1 back in 1975. He battled them in the '80s. So I also have these other guys here, just to do a comparison, a size comparison. Here I have another guy that I got just recently, is Forge. And speaking of Cyclops, yeah, Cyclops here too, and he's great. Wow, you can put these other guys, you can lean them against Blob, and since he's so big and strong and sturdy, you got great posing options here. So there you can see he's much bigger. He's 2 inches bigger, over 2 inches taller than the regular size Marvel figures. So let me set these guys down here. It's one of my other favorites, is Forge. I got him recently. He comes with 2 weapons, with his long range rifle, and then he comes with this pistol, which is removable from that holster. And love his ponytail. Like how he is a Cheyenne, American Indian, shaman mystic, and also a mutant genius inventor, and an Army Vietnam War veteran. I love his costume, how it's a combination of the Native American, you know, the American Indian Cheyenne with you know, the high tech X-Men costume, yellow and brown, yellow and blue and gold. So the back, and then here we have Cyclops. This is like his costume that he wore when he was in X Factor. And back to the Blob. There's his accessories. His alternate head, angry face with an open mouth, and his 2 hands. And let's put that alternate head on him right now. There we go. It's good. It pops right off. And here is the other head. Here's the head that I just took off. And let's pop that on there. I'm doing this one-handed, so let me see. It's a little more difficult. Actually, let me set down the phone. I'm gonna set down the phone for a minute while I get this guy's alternate head on. So you do have to push really hard, even with both hands, to get that head on there. And oh, so as far as his articulation goes, the Blob has he can move his arms up and down. He's got the elbows. He can move his elbows. He's got the cool thing going on with the hands and the wrists. That is I think, let me see if his character has the. So he's got the swivel arm hand grip, which I remember way back in the day from my G.I. Joe collection. When that was a big deal, that was really cool. And oh yes, he can. His wrists move around. I can do, a punch. You can do an uppercut. You can do a straight punch there. Let's see if he can do these moves with yeah, I think he can, with the wrist pivot going up and down. Let's see here. I do apologize for this video quality, but let's see here. I'm working just one-handed here. With one hand on my cell phone, the other hand on this action figure here, trying to move him around. Okay, there we go. Yes. So he can go back. He's very stiff right now because I just got him out of the box. So yeah, bear with me. There we go. So he can move his wrist. He can go back. He can go down. See how far down. There, perfect. That's what I wanted to show you guys. That's what I wanted to show y'all. It is awesome. Oh, of course his hand popped off, but because I was just forcing it a lot, but it just pops right back on. You can see I see no harm, no foul. Just pop it right back in there. His hands and his head are meant to be interchangeable. And there he's got the grasping hand. Wow, this is a great pose right here. And he doesn't have much movement in the torso, but he does have some, which is great. He can do that, add a little bit of ab crunch. Oh, yeah, he can go kind of far back, a little far back. Let's put one arm down so you can see that better. We'll go back, and then he can go forward. He can move. Now I'm using my foot to balance her. He can go side to side with that little bit of torso movement, and see if his waist moves. No, his waist is it's just all one piece here. But with this the upper torso being able to move, that's great. Of course, he's got his legs, big thick legs with his cankles. There we go. Oh, you can sit him down, of course. And he is like, as I mentioned, since he's such a big, stout character with such thick limbs and chest and torso, he's not super flexible. But I have another action figure of the Thing from the Fantastic Four. He's kind of like him. The Thing is more flexible though. Yeah. Humpty Dumpty action. And then there he is. Let's see here. Let's stand you back up. There we go. Let's see here. Perfect. Hey. And Fred J. Dukes. So his powers are he is superhumanly strong, nearly invulnerable, superhuman durability, probably metahuman. So his layers of fat in his skin are so so superhumanly strong and durable that he can withstand firearms, laser blasts, explosives, you name it. This guy is super tough, and he also another part of his mutant powers is he generates a gravitational field underneath him, all around him actually, but especially strong underneath him, so he can't be moved. He's the immovable Blob. Oh, just like Juggernaut, once he starts moving in motion, he's the unstoppable Juggernaut. He can't be stopped. Um, Fred J. Duke's the Blob. He his body, his mind, I'm not sure if I think it's a psionic ability, emits this gravitational field beneath him and around him, but especially beneath him, so that, once he decides to stand in place for one, for any period of time, any given period of time, and doesn't want to be moved, he cannot be moved. I have other uh, other action figures here in my collection. I know this video is getting kind of long, but I like that. I take pride in my collection. It's taken me a while to get this together. I'm still working on it. We have a Shadow Cat here. Shadow Cat, of course, with her trusty dragon, Lockheed. Let's see if that'll work. Oh, there we go. That looks great. Wow, boom, timber. Thank God, Kitty Pryde, aka Shadow Cat, has a mutant ability to phase, move through solid objects by making herself intangible. Otherwise, she would have been crushed to death by the weight of the blob. And this is Magneto. This is his buddy and leader, more like his leader, because Magneto really doesn't, very self-serving, evil character that doesn't really have friends. He just uses people. He uses as even the people on his own team, the Brotherhood of Mutants. I have here also Mystique. Down goes Magneto. There's Mystique though. Mystique, Avalanche, and Sabretooth. So one of my goals is to get all of the members of the Brotherhood of Mutants together, and I'm doing good. The Blob is a great addition. So I have Mystique, Avalanche. Mystique was the leader of the second or third or fourth incarnation of the Brotherhood of Mutants. So I have the first leader of the first couple versions of the Brotherhood of Mutants, Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, was Magneto himself, and then came Mystique, and it was Avalanche and Sabretooth. I want to get Pyro also. He controls flame. And yeah, there's and then they were also known as Freedom Force too for a while back in the 80s and 90s, and they worked for the federal government. And since they're all superpowered criminals, they got pardons from the U.S. federal government, and then they started working as Freedom Force. And as Freedom Force, they battled the X-Men. Of course, I think they came into conflict too with Captain America and with the X-Factor. There's a Wolverine. Wolverine has battled the Blob many times, and like this one is classic brown and tan costume, brown and orange costume. And the Blobs, you can see, I've always liked seeing these two fight each other, battle each other, because Wolverine is so short and diminutive. He's only 5'3" tall, but he weighs 300 pounds, including his adamantium lace skeleton and claws. And the Blob being probably 7 or 8 feet tall, looks like it from the size comparison here. And the Blob is one of the few superhuman beings that his skin and just fat, and blubber and muscle are so dense and hard that they can't be cut by even Wolverine's super sharp adamantium claws. I remember reading in the comic books that he can, under certain circumstances, Wolverine getting the enough momentum and thrusting at the right angle or swiping at the right angle, with his adamantium claws, he is able to cut through the Blob's skin, his fat. There is an awesome storyline where the Blob This is in House of M storyline. I didn't read it myself, but I found out about it online when I was researching this character for this video, where the Blob, along with 90% of the superhuman mutants on Earth, lose their superhuman powers. And then the Blob becomes basically he loses the one thing that makes him special, really, that makes him superhuman, is all his superhuman blubber and his ability to not be moved, to become unmovable. And I'm gonna share the artwork there, the illustration from that storyline of House of M and the X-Men, where Blob loses all his fat, but his skin doesn't shrink along with that, and so he basically turns into a deformed person, where he's a regular sized guy, really tall but skinny, and he's just got huge layers and folds of sagging skin, where all the blubber and muscle used to fill him out. And it's a great image. It's kind of, it'd be nice if they actually made an action figure showing him in that state, because he's like this, he's going no, because I don't remember who it is, what character like basically zaps the whole planet Earth, and most of the superhuman mutants on Earth lose their superhuman powers, and the Blob is one of them. And then the Blob, he's always portrayed in the comic books as boastful, arrogant bully, and so when he loses his powers, he takes that really hard. And then I'll include the comic book panel that shows him after he loses his powers, and he loses all his fat blubbery weight, and he's left with all these huge folds of skin all over his body, his face, and his arms and legs, and especially his belly. And so he obviously didn't take that very well, but then eventually he regains his superhuman powers. Yep. Sorry I made this video a bit long, but he's a great character with a lot of history, and I'm very glad with this. I'm very glad I got him. I'm very satisfied with this purchase. It can move a reasonable amount, and yeah. Long live the Blob. All right. This is Angel. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks, God bless you for taking the time to watch this. And follow your dreams and follow your passions and your hobbies. One of my passions and hobbies is collecting comic books, which I haven't done for a while. I used to have a really big collection of comic books, and now it's kind of morphed into also the collecting these action figures. I especially like the Marvel Legends and the Hasbro. This one is from Marvel Legends series. Cyclops that I showed you earlier, he's from the Uncanny X-Men Hasbro, Marvel 80 Years, and he comes with an alternate head and optic blast, which you can actually put that into that other alternate head, so it looks cool. And he can use his powers there, fight against the Blob and everybody else. Yeah, that's what Cyclops looks there, using his optic blast. There's Iceman, Wolverine, Storm, Dazzler, and Silver Samurai. I have Dazzler. I have this one here. I want to get the Silver Samurai. I'm not really crazy about that version of Wolverine, so I'm not going to get that one, but I like to get the other two, Iceman and Storm. And this is Blob. And this is the packaging that he came in. So very, very satisfied with this purchase. Great addition to my collection. As you can see, he's a lot bigger than all the other Marvel Legends action figures. And the next action figure I want to get is here's Mystique. She comes with two weapons, with the pistol, and she's got like a machine gun, a big machine gun, just like Forge does. And she also comes with a baby Nightcrawler, which I thought was very cool. I'll have to do another video with just Mystique there. But yeah, I need to get the Pyro too, Master of Flames, and It'd be great if they came out with Destiny. Destiny is another character that was a member of the Brotherhood of Mutants slash Freedom Force, and she is a precognitive that can predict the future, various future timelines, and she's a lifelong friend and partner of Mystique in her criminal ventures. An elderly lady, but you can't really tell because in the comic book she has a mask, like a gold mask on. Talking about Destiny, it would be Mystique, Destiny, which I can't show here obviously because I don't even think they have an action figure for her yet. Hopefully they will in the near future. Mystique, Destiny, Avalanche, who can make avalanches, of course, seismic power through his hands. Sabretooth, of course, is in the later versions of the Brotherhood of Mutants. That's very similar to Wolverine, the mutant healing factor, near immortality probably, and he's got his claws, of course, his enhanced human strength and durability. Well, durability will be metahuman because of the mutant healing factor. And of course, the main baddie who started it all for the Brotherhood of Mutants, Magneto. And then I believe this is from the Age of Apocalypse, maybe, this version of Magneto has long hair. And he comes with an alternate head, too, without the helmet on. So thanks so much for being patient with me and enjoying my video with me. It was a pleasure to make. Take care. God bless y'all. And always go after your dreams. Believe in yourself. Believe in God. Believe in yourself. And anything is possible. And I wish you all the best. And I'll see you next time. Peace. God bless. Say bye, Blob. See y'all later. Blob over and out. Peace.